Well, the last voyage of Mac, I'm just leaving Petro Canada, where I got some last gift to my Mac. $50 worth of $50 worth of diesel, and I'm driving to Guelph, where a friend of mine who drives for Landstar, rich guy, he has a big house with a garage, and he says I can drop off my stuff from the truck over there. And I got 3 plastic storage boxes, you know, like this big. And I started doing everything, like clean up the truck a little bit yesterday. Didn't do detailing, just cleaned it up myself. There was snow, so I used snow to clean up mats. Washed inside a little bit. I'm sorry for the weird angle. I'm not sure how... see, that's the problem with these cameras where there's no screen. I forgot my headband, you know, head mount in my car, and my car is on the hoist in the transmission shop. So what I'm using now is that little, I don't know what it's called, quick clip. So I put it on the visor of my hat, baseball hat, and this way it's not easy to figure out the angle. Like when I'm using it on my head, I know the angle pretty well. Something is wrong with this titanium guy. Why are we so cautious? Come on. Volvo, that's why. Okay, stand by, Mac is passing. Probably last air horn I hear from this Mac. Actually, it is a bit slippery, so I was just making a joke about that guy, but he looks like he's you know, heavily loaded. And so I got 3 big containers, and that was not enough. I almost filled them up with the stuff from inside the truck, and I still have the side compartments, you know, with tools, and like this is clean stuff over here. So I used the bright blue containers, and then I realized in the morning when I woke up today, Friday, that I don't have enough. So I went back to Walmart and I got a big one for like 20 bucks, because these were smaller ones were like 8. And you know, that's the logistics sometimes when you don't have a house. Like, where do you move your stuff? Like, normally you would move it into your car, but I don't have a car right now. It's just very bad timing, you know. And it's not my fault. It's the guys, the supplier who was bringing the bearings to the transmission shop screwed up, and they gave them wrong bearings, you know. And so like some of them were correct, some of them were wrong, and so the guys on the hoist, the exhaust is taken off. I stopped by there yesterday to pick up my my documents for the truck, because I realized I left them in the car, you know, my ownership over there, right? If a cop stops me, I have to show something. And so I went back there and I saw the car. Everything, it's just sitting there because of the bearings, you know. And it says if they receive them this morning, like early, they might finish the car before the end of today, because of course today is Friday before Christmas, and they shut down early. He says 3 o'clock instead of 5. But he says if they bring them late, like around lunchtime, He says, sorry buddy, your car will not be ready until Wednesday. And so I have no choice. I'll just find a taxi somehow from Bolton, where I'm going. Like, first I'm dropping off my stuff in Guelph at a friend's house, and then I'm driving to Bolton 40 miles, or I don't know, 65 kilometers, where I give the truck, give the keys, pick up my plate. I already put the plate on the windshield for easy removal, and I made up a little delivery receipt, just filled out in my hand. So I'll ask the guy there to sign it, because he's not the buyer. He was hired by the buyer to pick up that trailer that I refused. I said, no, I'm not gonna pull a trailer, because originally, if you remember, I was supposed to drive this all the way towards the ferry in North Sydney, Nova Scotia, for 3,500 bucks Canadian, but these guys just decided to go cheap on me, and they wanted me to haul a trailer. I said no, so now they found a guy who could do that for them. So I have no idea what they're doing about plates, and I still have my signs, like my DOT number. I was a bit concerned about that, but you know, they gotta have a cab card, right? Like, the truck is already transferred, I'm pretty sure. They gotta have their own cab card, so their own company name. And so I just left my signs, you know, well, because I need them as I'm driving, right? Like, I cannot just remove them and drive, because it's a commercial truck. But I feel kind of sad a little bit, you know, that, you know, this was my first brand new truck. You know, it was cool. Like, I never had a new truck, and they approved me, you know, even though the payments were a bit high. But oh, and before my battery dies, so the choice I have to make today. I'm gonna buy a truck today. I'm gonna put a deposit. I was approved yesterday by Freightliner, of all people. Basically Kenworth T880, choice number 1, and choice number 2 is SD122. Same specs, except that Freightliner has a Detroit 600 horsepower engine, 2000 torque. The same pusher, big axles, you know, and Kenworth has a Cummins, but Kenworth is longer. We put 254 inches, whereas Freightliner can make it short at 244 and make it fully legal in Canada without any permits, you know. But Kenworth guy says he needs 249 with this sleeper and the pusher axle and these tanks. The minimum 249, which is kind of like, I said, okay, make it 254, you know. But for him to be 244, he'd have to go to 52-inch sleeper. Like, that's kind of like weird. Why they don't offer a 70 or 72-inch sleeper? They only have 76 and 52. I'm talking about Kenworth 880. And so 76 is a bit too big. You see, you just need those, what, 5 inches? Because the guy said with this sleeper, right, he needs 249 minimum. That's what his computer telling him. So if the sleeper was 70 inches, I'm pretty sure he could have made it 244 like the Freightliner. But anyway, so Freightliner gave me a pre-approval yesterday. Basically all they want is $5 grand, but the truck will be on the conveyor only in the middle of February, like February 15th, only goes on the conveyor. So I'll probably get it only like March 1st or March 5th, I don't know. But Kenworth, that's why I'm more interested in that one, is even though I'm not approved yet, they're still working on the credit application. But Kenworth goes on the conveyor last day of January, and so I should get it in February, you know, like kind of couple of weeks difference, but you know, when you sit in your butt, it's, you know, it's so important. So that's what I'm doing. That's my plan for the day. Deliver the truck, get back to Cambridge somehow, and deal with and buy either Canworth or Freightliner, because I cannot wait. If I wait till after the holidays, that will push back the build time, right? So I don't have time, so I gotta pull the trigger today. I have the money. All they want is 5 grand Canadian to place the order. That's the news. Merry Christmas, everybody. Try to post something like an update when I do get the truck. Probably do something tomorrow when I know for sure which one I'm getting. But it's Western Star is out of the picture because of too long build time. So like I said, it's either 122 SD, which I know many people don't like, but I don't care. It looks good, classic front, you know, I like that semi-classic look. And Canworth 880. This was the last video shoot inside 2015 Mack Pinnacle 613, which served me pretty well, even though I complained a lot, since October 2014, and the mileage now in kilometers is 321,454. That's it. That's all I did in 3 years. That's just under 200,000 miles. Take care, boys and girls. Be good. Bye bye, Mac. Bye bye bye.